Heart and soul, so you feel it. I ain't never faking.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Beckham, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Beckham. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
1 sec. We got 25 the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7th. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mayfield on 1st down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 21-0 our score after one.
Here we go.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ.
Mayfield's pass complete to Odell Beckham. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Run.
Richard. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hey, 133.
It's 2nd down.
6-6. Pull it high. Point it right. Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mayfield trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Haskins to throw it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
The ball comes out, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That's 180.
Right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Mayfield now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Point it right.
Get that ball.
SOS. 80 weapon.
SOS. Big edge.
Shot.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in at the 34-yard line.
At 25. Squeeze, double.
This is Gordon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
What we got? 61. Max box. Light. Single.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've helped nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the Scoreboard is still up there, and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stop your whining.
To throw, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
To David Moore. A gain of 15. First down, Browns.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 39 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check 52. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So don't say nothing. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Orbit. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Going for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now it's Haskins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Powerful running. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's 3rd and short.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
56 to Mike. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, along